What's good, yo? We back with another video. Before we get into this, I just want to say prayers out to Lil TJ and his camp, and I'm praying for him, hoping for a fast and full recovery. And yeah, man, just sad news. But we gonna get right into this. If you don't know, news broke early yesterday that Lil TJ was shot multiple times, and he ended up getting rushed to a hospital with emergency surgery. And it was a very confusing at the start. There was a lot of pieces missing from the initial story, and people were super confused. And yeah, man, we're gonna get right into this article, I think from northjersey.com. I'm not too sure, I forget what article I took it from because I read so many articles. We're gonna start it out. New York rapper Lil TJ was shot at the shopping mall in Edgewater, New Jersey, if you don't know, just after midnight Wednesday, in what the prosecutor's office called an attempted robbery against the rapper and his two friends. Prosecutors announced the arrest of Muhammad Kanate, 27, of New York City, on charges of attempted murder, armed robbery, and weapons offenses, accusing the man of firing at the rapper, whose real name is Tjay Merritt, as well as Jeffrey Valdez, 24, and Antoine Bowl, 22, both of the Bronx, who were with them. And the two people that was with them was Bubba Stacks, which that's been Lil TJ's guy from The Mud. If you listen to Lil TJ's music, he talks about Bubba a lot. Very sad that he was a part of this. And then Mini Mac. And Mini Mac, he was also super close to TJ. He actually just got out from doing a bid. I think he got out like last month. Lil TJ gave him a chain. He gave him a whole bunch of money when he came out. And it's very sad that he was a part of the situation too. And then we can continue reading. Officials say the shooting happened near the City Place shopping center in Edgewater. Edgewater police were called to two locations in the town: the shopping center and near an Exxon gas station about a mile away, just after midnight Wednesday for the victims. When officers arrived, officials say they found Lil TJ suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. And they're saying multiple gunshot wounds. I'm hearing a lot on the internet saying it was like 7 shots, around 7 shots into him. I don't know how true that is, so take that with a grain of salt. They're saying TJ was shot multiple times in the maelstrom, which also injured Boyd, prosecutors said Wednesday night. Prosecutors had said earlier that one victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but was by then described as stable, and that was Lil TJ. He ended up going to the hospital in critical condition. He ended up going into emergency surgery, which scared everybody, including me. But he's in stable condition now, which is good. And while the other victims was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries and is in good condition. And the person they're talking about that was in good condition and was not life-threatening injuries was Bubba Stacks. Then they're saying Bubba Stacks and Mini Mac were also arrested following the incident on weapons possessions and were both being held in Bergen County Jail, according to prosecutors. And I'm not going to be too mad at it. Like the possession charge, I feel like they're going to beat that. TJ obviously got bond for him. And it's just like, if you're carrying it and you know that you have it on you, you know that if you get anything and the cops catch you, you can't be charged with it. It ain't too crazy. It's just crazy that Bubba was just got shot, and you feel me, not even a day he's in the hospital, and he's already picked up and thrown in jail. And I understand it wasn't life-threatening injuries, but it's like, damn, like they not wasting no time. So I really want to know if like TJ had something on him. I doubt he had anything on him. He's very smart. Like whenever he moves, bro, he always has someone to, you feel me, hey, hold this for me, take this charge, and I got you. I heard a lot of people say that Bubba shot back. I don't really know that. They're only saying he's getting charged for possession, but I ain't trying to spend no false rumors. That's why I'm telling y'all, take it with a grain of salt. But in my opinion, I think that's just fan speculation. I think a lot of fans just want to hope that, hey, but Bubba's super real. He's really like that. He's really busting back and making sure TJ's cool, and he's really standing on business, standing on all 10. And again, me personally, I just think it's fan speculation. But if it is true, you feel me, I just wanted to bring that to the table to make sure y'all were aware of it. As of 8 p.m. on Wednesday, Muhammad was awaiting extradition to New Jersey because I guess they picked up the guy that they're claiming is the shooter, and they picked him up in New York, and now they're trying to extradite him back to New Jersey. TMZ reported Wednesday morning that Merritt underwent emergency surgery, citing law enforcement sources. Edgewater police and the prosecutor's office were at the shopping center around 7 a.m. Wednesday, inspecting a red Dodge Durango with a bullet hole in the driver's window, as well as a bloodstained towel. And then the last part, surveillance video from the Exxon station on River Road shows one of the victims being taken out of a white security car, the same company that patrols City Place, and being put into an ambulance. And what they're saying with the Exxon station and the gas station, which it threw a lot of people off because they basically announced it as two different shootings. They said Lil TJ got shot outside of a Chipotle, and then Bubba Stacks, he got hit at the gas station. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Like, did they hit TJ up and then try to go to the gas station, and then they seen Bubba, so they had to shoot at him? Everybody was in confusion, but in my opinion, this is what I think happened. TJ got hit, and they didn't want to touch TJ because he got hit up multiple times, and then Bubba either got shot in the leg, got shot in the arm, got shot once, and he was able to get up into the security car, and he took the security car up to this gas station, and they basically left the area just in case they spun back or try to come back and try to finish them off. They were able to get up out of there. And that's like the only logical thing I could think for leaving the Chipotle and leaving Lil TJ. And it sounded good in my head. Like, in my head, I was like, hey, just trying to survive. But I don't think Bubba would just leave Lil TJ there or just leave him to basically die or what they thought he was going to die. I don't know. But when it's survival instincts and things of that nature and it gets to that point, you don't know what can happen. So you're just thinking about surviving. And I also heard that Bubba pulled out his gun and aimed it, and that's the reason they stopped shooting at TJ. Because if TJ got shot 7 times or multiple times, that means like they was just shooting, they was just clicking. Like, that's crazy, man. And when I immediately seen this, I was like, bro, if they shot him multiple times, bro, that means they had a vendetta against him. But they are saying it's an alleged armed robbery. Like, I'm guessing they try to roll up on him, and TJ was on some shit like, I'm not giving up my shit. And I don't know what Bubba or Mini Mac was doing, because I'm already on hots, bro. Like, if someone asks me, like, take my shit off, like, I'm already clutching and getting ready to, you feel me, do what I gotta do to protect TJ. That's the brand. But I don't know how the situation went down. Maybe they just rolled up on him. They didn't even give him time to think, and they just shot at TJ or something. I don't know. But and I think I heard like a news clip of someone that was around TJ around this time or a witness to it, and he said that TJ wasn't even wearing anything flashy. He wore like a hoodie. He wore like some jeans and wore some white Air Forces. Like, he wasn't even on no flashy shit.
He was outside like a regular person. I was like, he wasn't flashy enough, and he had a black hoodie on, jeans, some white ups.
So I don't even know. Like, the armed robbery didn't even make sense then. They just had to see TJ and be like, hey, that's TJ. Let's try to get him because we know he has money. We know he has chains and all that. Let's just try to get him. But then why do you shoot him multiple times instead of just trying to rob him or get the jewelry? I don't know. Because Chipotle closed at midnight, so he obviously wasn't in Chipotle. But I don't know what he was doing in that parking lot. But again, he did make it out of surgery. He is on the road to recovery. I'm hoping for the best because we see a lot of situations where rappers get hit once or get hit twice. And I think the closest thing we had to this was Spot 'em Got 'em getting hit multiple times. And he was out in like a month. But they're saying Lil TJ is going to be in there for a couple weeks. And hopefully the best. I'm hoping nothing crazy got hit. No important organs, no spine damage, none of that. I don't know where they got hit. They're still not revealing that. And another thing that I think Hassan Campbell, if you want to go watch him, he's basically like he's a New York based like YouTuber that reports on news. He basically got on the phone with TJ's mom, and Lil TJ's mom said that she thinks it's a setup. I don't know how true that is. And then it was important to know, like, the last post that Lil TJ posted on his story before this incident, it was the Lil Baby post. He basically reposted it. It said, PSA, just because you've been around a person doesn't make you entitled to the fruits of that person's labor. And then envy is at an all-time high. Be safe out here. Which is crazy coincidence. Or maybe Lil TJ was already onto it. But I don't know. That's what his mom is claiming. And me personally, it just seems too much of a coincidence. How you just randomly pull up on Lil TJ and he's out in the middle of Jersey, out the way, in a good neighborhood, in the suburbs, and he just randomly gets attacked. It just doesn't seem right. I understand if you're poor, you're probably going to go to a richer neighborhood to try to bank on more money. You're not going to just rob somebody that's in the hood because they don't have no money. So I understand maybe that's what they were going for, but I don't know. I ain't trying to look too deep into it. It ain't my job. But from the outside looking in, it just seems weird. Too weird of a coincidence for that post. His mom saying the same thing as the post. It just seems too much of a coincidence. Another important note that y'all probably want to hear is his mom also said that after he got hit, his lungs did collapse twice, but the good thing is he did make it out of surgery. I was super scared when I heard like the collapsed lungs. I was like, damn, like that ain't nothing to play about. 2 collapsed lungs, that's crazy, man. That just shows how like close to like death he really was, bro. And that just shows like how good God is. Like, I don't want to be on no religion shit or nothing like that, you feel me? But pray to God, like. But we did get a update on TJ's condition from his jeweler, Benny the jeweler. I know he does change for like 5 year foreign, little TJ. He posted this to his story saying, "Seeing you open your eyes and moving today was a blessing. We'll keep praying for you, brother, and I'll always be by your side." And I really hope he can just make a full and fast recovery again. He's one of my favorite artists. I'm a big TJ fan. If you know me, you know I'm blasting TJ 24/7 for real. I really fuck with bro. And I just want to get this point across. Got say it a lot with the Bronx drill rappers and people that are in the Bronx and really living in the trenches right now. The bad energy you put out, that's always gonna get a return, bro. If you're paying attention to the Bronx drill, he has thrown shots at his opposition's deads. I remember when Cardi B Shake It song came out, Boy 300, he ended up saying a line in there that super disrespectful, and I remember TJ posted like a little story or it was a TikTok or something dancing to it, and he just had that part in particular. He was dancing to it, and then in the Going Up song that he released only a couple weeks ago, or I think it's close to a month now, in that song this is a dead op, and him dissing the opposition's deads, that's not me trying to point any fingers. That's just me trying to tell y'all that the bad energy you put out is the same one you're gonna get in return. I just hope TJ can just humble himself and just stay out the way of the wherever the Bronx drill movement got, because little TJ, he was really living the street life and really was doing that. Now that he's a millionaire, has millions of views, millions of followers, millions of streams, he doesn't need to diss anybody. It's below him now. So I just hope that that energy he was putting out before, I hope he can just refrain from that and really just focus on music. And also, the people that are alleged of this crime, it's all alleged information, hasn't been proven at all. And free Bubba, free Mini Mac, and get well soon to TJ. Comment down below something positive, prayers, all that good stuff to get well soon TJs. And I gotta get this point across because I see a lot of things on the internet. Your favorite rapper's beef is not your beef. You can be a fan of the music. You can be a fan of both sides of the music. You don't gotta pick a side. You're not in the streets like your favorite rappers were. But on that note, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Keep doing y'all. Keep doing me. Be safe. Stay dangerous.